How excited are you to be here finally?
I'd say about as excited as I can be right now. I mean, this is probably about the coolest thing, coolest moment that I've had so far, and I'm really excited for it.
What was that moment like when DJ Stewart and everyone runs in Buck Britton's office last night?
It was unbelievable. It's really what it's all about. It's just the people that you have around you, the teammates that you have, and the people who are able to share those moments with you. So it makes everything that much better.
Adley, you're sitting there listening to Buck, and he's talking to you about this. What was going through your head? Did you assume this was the moment, or were you still kind of waiting for it?
No, they sold it pretty good because we were watching the Orioles game in the locker room after the game, and they were in extra innings. So we were sitting there for like an hour and a half after the game just watching the Orioles play. So I was like, I thought, if at any time it would have been, pretty quick after the game, but they waited a while afterwards. So I didn't have too many suspicions.
What does the last 12 hours look like for you?
Just packing up, getting on the road, coming here, and getting settled, saying hi to everyone, and just trying to get my feet under me.
Adley, you talk about blocking out the noise and especially staying away from social media, but a day like today where this whole city, really baseball, is buzzing, are you listening to a little bit of that noise at least as the excitement just bubbles over?
I'd say just from people texting me, calling me, it's definitely hard not to listen to some of that stuff, and also everyone just has been telling me to enjoy the day, and so part of that I think is having those conversations with people and just kind of taking it all in. So I definitely don't want to take away from that enjoyment part, but it definitely is cool.
Have you heard from anyone who's surprised you?
I mean, not really. A lot of people have been reaching out and just saying congratulations, and just some cool conversations so far, and just a lot of people really excited.
Something that Buck said was, don't be anyone besides Adley. Is that something you kind of take to heart, that you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself tonight?
I think it's just one of those things. It's like, when you're going through the process of the minor leagues and in college and in high school and whatever it is, the kind of the person you are, the player you've been, the player that's gotten you to the point you're at right now. And I think it's just one of those things you just want to continue to do that, be that same person, and not change who you are.
There are all big expectations on you throughout your career. I mean, what has allowed you to handle it so well? And these first few weeks, what expectations do you have for yourself?
I think it's just a new team again, new guys. I'm looking forward to, connecting with everyone again, just creating those relationships, teammates, coaches, and just being on a team again and trying to win together. And I think being a part of that is special, and I think the most enjoyable part about baseball. So,
What's going to be the hardest thing for you? Learning the pitchers offensively or defensively?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess I'll learn as I go, and I'll have a better answer for you, hopefully in a couple weeks. But I think it's going to be a learning process on both sides, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Who from your family's going to be here tonight?
Mom, dad, sister.
How eager are you to learn from Robinson Chirinos and just kind of pick his brain about Major League catching?
I'm very excited. We were able to have some conversations during spring training. Phenomenal guy. You can tell he's just got a mind for the game and is very willing to have those conversations. So that's a very fortunate thing, and I'm very excited for that.
What was it like getting to share the news with your family?
It's the best. Those are the kind of conversations that I was kind of talking about earlier, that just you get to have, and they're emotional, and they're special because those are the people that have helped you get to the point you're at, and who have your back more than anything.
Well, people have been kind of waiting for this day for a while. I'm sure you have too. Did you ever find yourself at times kind of wondering when this day will come?
I think it's hard not to have those questions about when this is going to happen. From the moment you're drafted, from when you're in high school, wherever it is, I think you always are looking forward to the opportunity, hoping it happens, and just the fact that it's here now is, it's crazy. Just trying to take it in.
When no Kyle Bradish is on the mound today, does that make it a little bit easier for you, having somebody you're familiar with?
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun being able to catch Kyle again, bigger stage, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Adley, you were in the Major League Clubhouse for the last couple of years in spring training. How were the emotions different if they were walking into that clubhouse as a Major League player?
It is different because you're on a team now, and on a team that's in the middle of their season, and everyone's going about their business, and I think it's definitely a different feeling, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that kind of progresses throughout the next couple days, couple weeks.
Does it feel real quite yet? When does it think it might feel real if not?
No, not yet. I think once game time hits, it'll probably sink in a little bit more. It hasn't really hit yet. So.
You obviously came into the organization as a top player in the draft, top prospect. How have the Orioles made you better?
I think just the coaching staff, training staff, analytics department, everyone in the front office, really just from a wholesome standpoint, they've really done a great job of encompassing everyone into the same kind of process mindset, trying to get everyone on the same page. From a hitting, defensive standpoint, just guys who are coming every day excited, willing to work, and willing to help make guys get better. And I think over the course of, days, weeks, years, it really adds up. And so I can't thank the Orioles enough for the job that they've done and continue to do.
Did you get a chance to call your grandfather, or did you let your mom and dad know that?
No, I called him. I think he was asleep. So I guess I blame the Orioles for going into extra innings. But I texted him, and so looking forward to that phone call after the game today.
Adley, you talk about how big relationships have been for you since you were a kid, and that those teammates were really what you were all about, and the adjustment of the minor leagues, that team is a lot more fluid than when you were in college. So to get here to this point now and to settle in with that one team, what does that mean to you to actually focus back on those close relationships?
Like I said, it's everything. It's what makes you show up to the field every day with the passion that you do. Just to know that you're on a team that's trying to win and trying to succeed together. Team sports are just special in that way, that you're able to have those relationships and have that time together. So I'm really looking forward to that aspect again, and I think it's going to be fun and it's going to be special.
You said it's a new team, but obviously a lot of guys in there. How do you see that clubhouse doing big things and small to make your path easier? Things that may have started in spring training that will continue now.
I think it's kind of different now that I'm here, and I think as we go forward to the next little bit, I'll probably have a better answer for you. But as of right now, I really don't know what that looks like.
You got to obviously climb up the system on your way up here. What stood out over the past month as you saw other players younger than you, same group as you? Just who and what stood out to you?
Yeah, I think just like being able to see high A, double A, triple A, just kind of the unison, same message across the board for each level, and from the coaching staff. I think that was probably the coolest part to see, just to see how everyone's kind of moving in that same direction. And whether a team's doing good or bad at the time on any given day, the message doesn't change. The desire to be out on the field, get better, doesn't change.
seen some guys get promoted, celebrate some others getting promoted. To have experienced that yourself, just what is it about what's going on in Norfolk, what's going on in the system that guys really have each other? You know, they're tweeting, they're putting on Instagram every single time someone gets up. What is just the communal atmosphere that's going on?
Yeah, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just when you have a group of guys who are high character guys, that's kind of what seems to stem from that. And I don't know how they were able to do that, but guys really have each other's backs, and that's just something you're kind of fortunate to just be a part of, because I didn't set that up, and the players didn't. But the fact that they're all here now is very cool for everyone a part of it. All right, thank you guys. I mean, just I guess tough AB and able to get out on a changeup, see a drop, definitely relieving. And yeah, a triple probably was not an expected outcome. So.
You walked to home plate for that first time and you do a spin and kind of look around the stadium. What's going through your head in that moment?
It was just kind of something that a couple guys had told me, who when they made their debut and they caught, they just said, you know, make sure to appreciate every moment, and you know, if you can, take a second, really just soak it all in, because that's something you're going to remember forever. So I just kind of took that to heart, I guess.
The whole night, everything you did, fans cheered. You struck out, fans cheered. What was that feeling when you were just being cheered all night?
Just, you know, extremely blessed to be able to play this game. I have people who support me and who are cheering for me. Obviously, lost the game, and just kind of looking forward to, you know, just really just getting with the team and, you know, trying to win games again, and just obviously special that a lot of people are cheering tonight, but I can't wait to just get to that normal everyday team aspect, but definitely a special moment.
Did anything surprise you about today's experience?
I mean, everything was kind of unexpected. You can't really think about what's going to happen when you're out there, and I didn't really know what to expect besides just to, you know, soak everything in, like I was talking about, kind of with those little things in between innings, and just every AB, trying to make sure I remember those moments.
Did you have any nerves, and if so, when did they go away?
I mean, I think I'm still running on nerves right now, but just from, you know, the second that I walked out onto the field to warm up the pitcher till, you know, the time I walked in the tunnel, just, I mean, an emotional overload. I can't really explain the feeling, because it's just, you know, unlike anything else I've ever experienced, and just blessed to be a part of this team and this moment.
Adley, a lot of players over the years, I've covered a lot of players that made their debuts, and a lot of them say that they're really relieved to get the first hit out of the way, just because you don't want to start in a hitter streak. Did that ever cross your mind during the day?
No, I think I was more just concerned about trying to make the most out of every moment and try and take good ABs, get comfortable in the box, and try and relax as much as I could, because I was definitely amped up a little bit stepping in the box.
How would you evaluate Kyle tonight, working with him, and just, was it seeing him out there, someone you pitched to or caught a few times before, was that relieving for you?
Yeah, I think it was, it's kind of, I use the word special a lot today, but there's really no better word to describe it than, you know, a guy that you've caught before and you're able to catch him in a big league outing. His fastball was electric tonight. They hit a couple, you know, they took advantage of a couple pitches, but for the most part, I thought he looked really good, and was just happy to be out there with him again.
Did you ever pick your family out of the crowd at all?
Huh?
Did you pick your family out of the crowd?
Oh, no, I wasn't able to see him.